your listing expired. I know the feeling. I've spoken to hundreds and hundreds of home sellers that went through the same situation. There is the frustration of having your home sit, the weekends that you have to get out of the house because of the open houses, showings that went nowhere, lowball offers, price reductions that didn't move a needle, calls from your agent saying nothing is working, and now you're sitting and wondering, was it the market? Was it bad luck? Or was it something else? In this video, I'm gonna give you the right answer, not the answer that you're looking for. This is gonna be the answer that helps you. Because sellers who came out of an expired listing and win, they're the ones who got the real deal. They understood what went wrong, they changed it, and they won. So if that's you, stick with me. This video is for you. The first thing most sellers do when a listing expires is blame the market. Interest rates are too high. Buyers are not out there. It was just not the right time. And I get it. It's a natural place to look. But here's the thing. In the Central Florida market right now, homes are still selling. Good homes, priced right, marketed correctly, they are still moving. Maybe not in 3 days like 2021, but they are moving. So when a home sits and expires, I always ask, why did this one not sell when others around it did? And 9 times out of 10, the answer comes down to one of 3 things: price, presentation, or marketing strategy. Let's go through all 3 because you need to know which one or which combination killed your listing. The most common reason a listing expires is price. Simple as that. Now, before you close this video, I'm not saying your home isn't worth what you wanted, all right? I'm saying the market didn't agree. And in real estate, the market always wins. Here's how overpricing kills a listing. When a home first hits the market, it gets what we call launch momentum. Buyers who've been waiting, who have saved searches, who have alerts set up, they see it immediately. That first 2 weeks is the most powerful window you are going to have. If the price is wrong, they compare it to the other homes they're looking at. They see a better value elsewhere, they move on. And once that initial wave passes, your listing goes quiet. Then comes the price reduction. And here's the brutal truth about price reductions. They signal desperation. Buyers start wondering what's wrong with the home. The longer it sits, the worse the stigma gets. I've seen homes that would have sold in 2 weeks at the right price end up selling for less after 3 months, 2 price drops, and a lot of frustration than they would have if they had been priced correctly from day one. So, the first question I ask when I take an expired listing is, were we priced with the data or with emotion? The second reason homes expire is presentation. And this one is harder to talk about because it's more personal. Your home is where you lived your life. It might be the place where your kids grew up, where you made memories, where you built something, right? That attachment, I know, is real. And it's also one of the biggest barriers to selling because buyers, they don't see memories. They see the listing photos. Before I take any listing, I walk every room with fresh eyes. I'm thinking like a buyer who's never been here before. And I'm asking, what will stop someone from clicking on this listing? Dark photos, cluttered rooms, outdated staging, no video, no drone shots, no twilight pictures. These things aren't just aesthetic problems, they're marketing problems. In a world where most buyers find their next home on a screen, your listing has about 3 seconds to earn a click. If it doesn't get a click, it doesn't get a showing. If it doesn't get a showing, it doesn't get the offer. That's the chain, right? And that starts with presentation. That's why presentation is very, very quintessential for this. Now, not every home needs a full renovation before listing. But every home needs to be camera ready. Professional photos, professional video walkthrough, and if the layout allows it, drone footage of the exterior and surroundings. That's not optional. That's the baseline. This one here is the hardest for me to say, and it's the most important. A lot of agents will list your home on the MLS, put up a sign, and then wait. And I would say this happens more than 70% of the time. They call it exposure. And technically, yes, your home is exposed, but listing on MLS is the minimum. It's not a strategy. What separates a great listing agent from a mediocre one is what happens after the listing goes live. Are they running targeted digital ads to buyers who are actively searching in your price range and zip code? Are they marketing their network of buyers agents? Because 40% of deals happen agent to agent before they ever hit the public market. Are they doing weekly check-ins with you, telling you what's working, what's not working, and what they're adjusting? Or did they list, put a lockbox on the door, and went quiet? I've taken expired listings where the previous agents had one photo. One. On a home with a beautiful backyard and updated kitchen. The home never had a chance. And I'm not saying this is to bash other agents, all right? So please don't get me wrong. I'm saying it because you deserve to know what you should have gotten, so you can ask the right questions the next time you're sitting across from someone who wants your listing. Marketing sells homes. Passive listing does not. So what actually fixes it? Here's the reset formula I use when I work expired listings. Step number 1, a real pricing audit. Not what you want, not what Zillow says, what the comps from the last 90 days in your specific neighborhood actually support, and what price creates enough buyer urgency to generate multiple showings in the first week. Because the goal isn't to list at the lowest price. The goal is to list at the price that creates competition, and competition is what gets you top dollar. Step number 2, a full presentation reset. I walk every room. We decide together what stays, what goes, and what gets touched up. I bring in my professional photographer. We schedule a video walkthrough. If you have outdoor space, drone. This is not negotiable for me. I won't list a home until it looks the best home on camera in your area. Step number 3, an active promotion plan. Your listing will be on MLS, but it will also be running as a targeted ad to buyers actively searching in your price range. I'm personally calling buyers agents in my network. I'm posting with intentional content, not just new listing, but content that tells the story of your home to the right audience. Same home, different strategy, different result. If you've made it to this point of this video, there's a reason, right? You're not ready to give up. You just need a plan that's actually built for your home, not a copy-paste strategy that already failed you once. Here's what I want you to do right now. Below this video here, there is a link to book a free listing diagnosis call with me. It's 30 minutes, no pitch, no pressure. We're going to look at your previous listing together, pricing, photos, marketing, and I'll tell you honestly what I would do differently. If it makes sense to you to work together, great. If not, you still walk away with a clear picture of what needs to change. That's my promise. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm Pedro with eXp Realty, and expired listings are my specialty because I actually care about the outcome, not about getting a listing. The link to book a call with me is right below. If you want to drop a question, feel free to do so. If you have a friend that might be benefiting from this video, send it over to him, right? You deserve a different outcome. So let's go.